Welcome back to the channel, friends. I just smacked my microphone stand. Pro streamer. Hope everyone's having a good week so far. I am tired because I had to do a lot of work yesterday. There's a brand new episode of the Spawn Chunks out, episode 230, with Mythical Sausage filling in for Johnny, who was away visiting family. And as a result, I had to do all the prep and the post and the editing and all that kind of stuff. So normally a two-person job became a one-person job. But it was really fun to have Mythical on the show. He's always a hoot. He's a really good guy to have on mic. So if you're not following, he actually doesn't stream on Twitch anymore. He streams on YouTube. It's The Mythical Sausage on YouTube is where you can find him. And he and I were talking about the things that we've been up to in Minecraft, as well as the new armor trim that came out last week on the snapshot. And it gave me some ideas for this area right here. And that's what we're going to tackle today here in Westhill. I am going to sacrifice, unfortunately, probably this bush right here, which is too bad because I like it. Well, we might be able to work around it. Basically, I was looking at this. Let's see if we can get up a little bit higher here. We'll try to get on the tree. Oh, there we go. So I was looking at this in a screenshot and really kind of bothered by this empty green space. And like, what can I do with this? I feel like I need something there, but I couldn't figure out what. And then I was also looking at this area here that I didn't do much with down at the bottom there. And thinking like, well, there needs to be some grass here and stuff like that. And I thought, wait a minute. I got river over here and I got pond over here. What if I made like a little brook that goes here? And then this would become more interesting because this is very flat. So we can create a brook that goes underneath the road. I don't think I'm going to do like an actual drawbridge. I think I'm just going to make a stone bridge because we do have the big doors there that close in on this. So to secure this gate, it has big doors rather than a drawbridge. But I like the idea of creating a little brook here today. So I think that's what we're going to do. And I've done something similar. If we look over here at the south gate, it's not a brook, but I have like a little water feature that kind of comes up to the road. Like a little, I'm not sure what this would have been, but I think that we can do something like this. I don't want to make it this deep. This is going to be, oh yeah, that's like 3 blocks deep. So I don't think I'm going to go that deep with it, but we can certainly come up with something, I think. Also, these leaves are bugging me, so I'm getting rid of these right now. Dan, probably Binky. Enders, hello. Hope everyone's having a good week. It's only just beginning. It's only just beginning. Let's go with, let's just kind of clean out the inventory a bit here. I don't remember having this much coarse dirt before. Might need more of these. And probably some more stone too. Cool. Going to sound silly, what's a brook? B-R-O-O-K. Have you never heard of the term brook? A babbling brook? It's a stream. I don't know if there's a difference or if there's like a size requirement where a stream becomes a brook, becomes a river. you know? So I guess the easiest thing to do here would be to use... Oh, connection lost. That's not good. What's going on there? Well... Sure. I mean, I don't think anything happened, but hopefully that's not like foreshadowing of how my afternoon's going to go. Yeah, so I feel like we probably want to start with where we would want it to cross here, and then I'll have to hook it up. So obviously we don't want it to be on the curve, so it's going to be somewhere in this area here. And I would say it's probably going to be 2 or 3 blocks wide, probably only 2. It means we're going to sacrifice a little bit of this. But the fun thing is we don't have to have it go straight. We could maybe have it come out at an angle. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I can do 3 sections of 3. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we could have it come out here, which would be great. I think that could work. Let's just do... We're going to have to rip this up anyway, I think. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. I think that could work. I'm not sure if I want that to go more straight across. Maybe I do. It might be easier just to make it straight. We'll start there. Keep it simple. Atlas, thanks very much for the follow. Appreciate it. Hope you're having a good day. So from there, we've got to figure out whether this is the right height. So this is currently 66. And this is also 66. Perfect. So to make this interesting, I would say we want to probably curve it a little bit here. So I feel like 3 wide might be a little on the big side, so maybe we'll go with 2. And then here, we'll have to dig up some stuff. Try not to... I think I can squeeze it past those bushes. Great. So we've got 2 there, 2 there. We could leave that technically. How does that look? Yeah, we could maybe even push it out a little bit farther here. We could maybe move this out farther. I discovered the sponge chunks recently, and here I am looking forward to see if I can find some building inspiration. Hey, very cool. Thanks very much for coming by, and thanks for listening to the sponge chunks. Really good episode this week with Mythical. We had a really good conversation about the armor trim. We had some fun laughs about a few things in the render distance. Some good jokes here and there on the main show as well. Like he's a fun dude. A really talented builder too. He shared some of the things that he was working on, inspired by a real trip that he took to Spain for vacation, and it was very, very cool to see. So I'm just going to throw in a bunch of coarse dirt at the bottom of this for now, just so we can see what we're doing. It's all going to be underwater anyway. But from the map, the top-down map, it'll be easier to see the path that I want to take for the river. So you're coming at a good time then, unless we're just starting this particular part of the landscaping. So if you're curious about how I kick things off, then you'll get a good taste of like how I adjust the landscape. I haven't heard this week's episode yet, but I also look forward to hearing more from Mythical Sausage. I really enjoy his interaction as a YouTuber. Oh, very cool. Oh, you like he's doing an interaction with Flip for the hardcore? I didn't realize that. I thought the hardcore was single player. Or do they have two? Because Mythical's got his own hardcore. That's what he was talking about. He built like a Spanish-inspired castle on top of his... Oh, there's a stream-only series right now. Is that's the two of them in hardcore, and then Mythical has like a third series? Is that how that's going? 30-day challenge on it. Oh, wait a minute. Is that some... Third Life? Second Life? I can't remember what it... was Pix on that too? Pix is not. Okay. I got confused. There was one other one. Pix was on one of them. All right. So this is the advantage of having the map, is that you can very clearly see kind of where you're building a stream and where you need to kind of make some adjustments. And I would say we maybe have to go a little bit extra here. but remove this. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. I might actually want to take this out too. Difficult at this scale. Trying to think about how it would flow as well. Yeah, I think I might have it be a little bit more curved here, but that will involve actually removing some of these. Let's just temporarily. Do I have any I should put. I'm going to put some trapdoors here just to kind of hold the water back. Yeah, maybe it might be clearer when we move through and do the actual water part, but I think that's pretty good. So then now, obviously, it's not going to be this steep the whole way around. So we may have to dial this back a little bit. We'll have to maybe round that out a bit in the end, but then we also have to do this side too. And we can, of course, make some bridge structure and stuff in there too. Yeah, this feels a little bit too steep in some places. So I feel like here we might want to bring this back a bit. Amanda GP, thanks for the follow. Glad you're enjoying the stream. Kind of an odd stream on a Tuesday for me, but like I've mentioned before, I've got a little bit extra time these days, and I'm really enjoying sharing the progress of the city with you folks, and so far so good. I feel like we want to go in that direction. That feels a little bit better. Yes, I know the grass would grow here, but I'm impatient. I want to see what it looks like now. Looks a little bit strange from the map because, of course, the roof overhang touches the distance to the river. Or the brook. To further confuse people. Calberty, hello, hello. It's a lot of the guys from the Third Life. I see, okay. Hunger. Don't let the hunger win. No one likes a hangry Australian. I say that having never met one, but I'm assuming they're a lot like a hangry Canadian. So either way, probably something you want to avoid. So here's where I think a lot of this stuff actually could be probably stone. And where we can probably get in a little bit of stuff like this. There they are. And I'm just kind of building this on the fly. Not really thinking too much about it. I just want it to look cool from when you're coming down the road here. You definitely don't want this Australian to be hangry. No. Neither do you want this Canadian to be angry. That's not a good scene. So I think what we'll do is we'll add in bricks here. And then I don't know, I guess we would probably keep that going, wouldn't we? Oh wait, that's too far. Yeah, I feel like that makes sense. It might be kind of fun to try different bricks in there. Like we could try some darker bricks. Maybe some deep slate bricks or something, just because it could be fun to see a fake shadow, like something that looks like it could be a shadow, but we're just using bricks to create that. Now it's not going to be nearly as visible from this side. And now we have to have the fun part of bringing the brook down to the river. 33 months for Ginger the Lily. Thank you so much for the sub. Cheers to you. 33 months is indeed a hot minute. Thank you so much for the support. Appreciate it. Anybody that's hanging out in chat that is not a sub, if you want to join the Discord, you can do that with a tier 1 sub, Prime Gaming sub, or you can join the Patreon, which is more affordable than Twitch for folks that are on a budget, but all of it helps. All of it helps create more content. Thanks for the shout out for Ginger, Dan. Appreciate that. Folks, yeah, if you want more Minecraft content, you can always go follow Ginger the Lily there on Twitch. The link is in the chat. All right, so now we've got to think about where we're going to send this river. I'm liking the feel of this right now. It's going to look different once we get some water in there, and we'll be able to customize it a bit. But I like the way that it's cutting through that empty space. Gives us something interesting to look at over there. Here, we did a lot of cool stuff with the foliage, but you really only see it when you're like way over here or way over there. So here at least we'll have some cool, you know, reeds and things happening like right there where we'll be able to see them. I'll probably bring this bush down a little bit, bring it over the edge. But now, thinking about how I want this to go down to the river, this area here coming out seems like a good spot. It seems like it would make sense. So let's go collect. Well, first we've got to dump some inventory stuff. And I don't think I'll need the cobble or the gravel just yet. So I think we're going to go pretty much right where these daisies are. Maybe we can create some like daisies naturally growing along the side of the brook, which would be very cool. But I think we're coming out here, and like I said, we're aiming for mostly 2 wide. It does go to 3 here. I don't think I want to narrow that to 2. I kind of like that gap. So on the other side, let's just think about the side closest to the path here. And I think it's obviously going to come out steeply here, so this is all going to have to go. There is 2 bits past. I think I might actually have it go quite sharp and go at an angle here. I don't know, it might actually go straighter than I think. Oh no, there's the spot where I want it to go. So where, I guess, along this road would it look cool? Yeah, like right there is where we need some sort of topographical change. This stuff is always tricky. I remember doing one of these back in Dartmouth Meadows. But this just feels like a natural place to have it come out. Right here. Remember what you were wondering what you might do with that empty space? The addition of a river clearly solves the issue. Looking great so far. Thanks. Yeah, I think it comes together nicely. I'm sort of eyeballing this. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Feels a little on the straight side. Maybe we'll try and curve it back a little bit. cool thing is now with all of the waterlogged slabs and bushes is that we can make it feel a lot like a waterfall, which is great. I mean, waterfall, babbling brook. You've all seen these things if you're, ever gone out for a hike. Kind of see these water runoffs that are not really rivers. They're just like little streams and brooks that descend into nearby lakes. They don't always flow. Sometimes it's just after heavy rain. Looks pretty good. I wouldn't mind. I feel like I've made the other side far too large. But this has got the advantage of not being nearly as deep. Yeah, I think that works. There are some personal tweaks. It's mostly vanilla. I mean, obviously the map is a mod. We're using a lot of mods for performance, so things like sodium, lithium, phosphorus, that kind of thing. But the map just helps me like do stuff like this, top-down drawing and whatnot. I mean, it doesn't look straight here, but it looks straight on the map. So I don't know whether that bugs me or whether we should have it curve a bit or something. It does make this feel a little bit strange. I mean, we could straighten this out, but I don't know if that would really... I think it's just the map messing with my head. I feel like once we get water in here, and in some cases I think I misjudged that is actually going to be grass. Same with this side too. I mean grass or moss or whatever. I think that's making it look wider. Oh yeah, that's what it was. It was a visual thing. So it looks a little bit funny on the map, but I think it looks like it works out here. Dirt blocks that have some kind of pebbles in them. Yeah, it's just a different coarse dirt texture. And it just corresponds to, I can't remember what the data is, but like in the same way that you know how flowers and grass are never in the middle of the block, they kind of are random. That information is just translated into, does it have a pebble or does it not? And there's a couple different versions. I'm surprised this actually works without Optifine. I didn't think it would, but it does apparently. It's a weighted texture. So like you say, 15% of the time, give it pebbles or something. And then out of that 15%, rotate like 3 different pebble textures. It helps a lot, actually. I forget that it's not naturally a vanilla Minecraft thing. I kind of want to pull this a little straighter as it enters this. But at what point, I'm not sure. We might want to have to change the way that the bottom of that works. We might have to change. Maybe we show a little bit more of the building here. Like actually show the foundation coming down. That could be kind of cool. Again, a little bit more asymmetry going in. Yeah, I think that helps. I feel like we have to come up with something here, but figure that out a little bit later. I think we're going to want to have in some moss to cover up a lot of this. Feels a little bit steep there, but we'll probably come back and fix that. Yeah, I mean, I think it's getting there. What do you call a squeaky river? A creek? I don't know. I feel like this could maybe flow. I like that, so maybe we'll just knock that back there. What did I do here that's not working? Whoops. So some of this we could fix with half slabs and a few things like that. Yeah, making rivers in Minecraft is fun. It's a lot of work, but it It really does make a huge difference. And I think we'll try and get a little bit of texture in there. We used a lot of mud, mangrove roots, and some logs, I think. And I just think about this stuff naturally. I just kind of think about where the sediment might be in the river. We need more mud. Did I bring that with me? Did. Mud, roots, and then mangrove. So what I'm thinking is that as the water rushes out of here, there's not going to be much sediment here, but there'll definitely be some slow stuff happening on this side. Thought I had a different color there too. No, I guess it was just the 3 different colors. Oh, I might have buried some roots or something. That could be it too. Oops. I like how the roots are almost the same color as the dark oak, so it looks like it's been like streaked, or the water might be pulling it down somewhere. Nope, that doesn't work. I think we can maybe fill in the rest with like stone bits. So like maybe have like rock there. Be really cool to have like a rock in the middle there. Maybe andesite if I have it. I do. Actually, we could maybe even do like a stair. No, it wouldn't quite look right. Well, if we faced it that way, it might. We'll see. Might as well try it as one block, right? Low 88 subscribing with Prime. 3 months. The Water Keystone badge. Thank you so much, Low. Very much appreciated. So that might be too tall. Yeah, it might look a little bit funny. We'll see if we can fit in something else. And I want to say a good spot for another rock would be like, honestly, right here. I'd say at this point, it's probably a good time to put in the water. And then we can start to go from there. A place that's going to refill. Oh, right. This is all. Never mind. I have to go get more. I forget about that. The seagrass keeps you from filling in or pulling infinite water sources. I didn't realize it did that. Tricky. Where's a spot that I can make an infinite? There we go. What I should do is also bury some water sources underground so that we can hear the water trickle. That'll be fun. Dalaman Dam, hello, hello. Always good to see you. All right, so I put that source there. I put this source here. There we go. I like that you can see underneath the bridge from here. That's really cool. All right, so can we add some extra stuff here? Maybe we'll have a little bit more of a rocky situation here. Because this is going to be so fast flowing. Not going to be many dark spots, I don't think. Maybe in places here. I've never liked that feeling of dropping into holes, Ginger the Lily. Falling into holes in Minecraft. Oh, it always puts your stomach in your throat. Especially when you first start playing the game. I find it took a while to get used to. I kind of want there to be something in between andesite and dirt. Maybe tuff will work. Oh yeah, when you're trying to pay attention to like noises and then you fall in a hole, your senses are already heightened, you know, looking for something. Let's try a little bit of tuff. And what's a good block that would be like kind of between dirt and stone? I guess the muddy mangrove roots is kind of there. I kind of want to go get my deep slate box. Just to see if that's going to work. Might as well. Gotta take a break now anyway. Where is the deep slate box? There we go. This is what happens. I slowly but surely empty my storage facility out into the world with the shulker monster. If you are new to the channel, I take a break once an hour. It gives me a chance to refresh my coffee. You should too. Grab a friend, grab a snack. We'll be right back. Looks like a sleep is required before we go trekking across town. I have to light any bad guys hanging out at our shulker monster on fire. I'm curious what this feels like coming from inside the town now. So I think I'll walk back and just kind of see what the whole, I guess, landscape and bell tower kind of feel like as you walk through the town from this side. I've been focused heavily on what it looks like from the outside. Oh, that's cool. You can see the bell tower shows up pretty clearly. You definitely think like, ooh, what was that? Yeah, and it's big enough that when you walk in here, you're going to see, as soon as you turn that way, you're going to see it. And it's very clearly something unique with the gold blocks in it. But the river, yeah, like just having that topographical change there is just enough. And then when we put the water in here, I think it'll really show up. Nice. So what I want to do here before I forget is we'll have some water in here. Right, so that'll flow down there. We'll leave this here. And then put this here. And so that you'll always hear the water flowing. I'm not sure if there's a specific length that you have to put Minecraft water in order for it to make the flowing noise, but I should probably look that up. That probably has to be some sort of stat. I don't know if that would be on the wiki or not. Actually, let's put this going the other way, just for fun. So now when we fill this in, oh, that's going to be tricky. I didn't realize it was going to block that. Let's let that go through. Oh, it almost works. Huh. Does that block it again? Oh, it does. My calculations were almost right. I was sort of counting and sort of not counting. I feel like we can probably just get rid of that like that. It's always weird because you've got to kind of like block water and then unblock it. Aldebar raiding. Nope, wasn't Aldebar. Aldebar is one of the raiders. Who is it? Mama Melissa. Thanks very much for the raid. Aldebar was the first raid message that I saw. Move over, Melissa's cows are herding over. Hilarious. Thanks so much, Mama Melissa, for sharing your viewers. I really appreciate it. Hope you're having a good day. We are adding a river outside of the east gate here. Or a brook. I confuse everyone when I called it a brook. No one knew what I meant. Yeah, I feel like I want to change the angle of this a little bit, but I don't know, I think it looks weird on the map, but I think it looks okay from here. Don't know if you're really going to see much of it as you come across here. What were you up to in Minecraft today, Mama Melissa? I'm assuming you're playing Minecraft. You know, you can barely see it. I'll have to adjust the height of everything, I guess. At least you can see like the cut in the landscape, but I feel like I need to soften this side of it a little bit. Just to make it a little bit more visible. Played a little bit of King's Quest 7 at the beginning of the stream and then switched over to Minecraft after I beat the game. Oh, cool. Working on a giant birch tree build. I'm currently working on the roof of the build. Oh, very cool. That's a little bit better. Kind of see the river a little bit more, or the brook a little bit more. You get a little glimpse of blue now. You can still probably pull this back a little bit. I can't change this because that's the... Yeah, that's affecting that. Although, you know what? That actually should maybe be a block there. Take another look. I've been playing since the end of June so far. It's fun to see how to start and how the build looks. Right on. Very cool. I've never played King's Quest. So we can certainly see more blue now that I've cut that back a bit. I think I need to maybe shave this off here too. And eventually we're going to have a path. You can see where I kind of sketched it in. So I'm wondering if maybe we should have the path, instead of being way over here, maybe we should have the path follow the river a little bit more. Because if you're going to go down the path, it feels like you're not looking at that river. So if we move the path over, I think that could be cool. It would save us from having this weird little green patch here. We could totally make this part of the path. So like we could have it come down here. I'm going to make it out of coarse dirt just for now. I may have to get rid of the other path. What are we working on today? So I was looking at this empty space. I don't know if I have a screenshot. I think I have a screenshot from yesterday. Hold on. Let me just see. That is the full screen. And if I go to my screenshot folder, should be able to find the shot from the other day. Right. So this is the top down of where we are right now. And you can see on the right-hand side in front of the right-hand tower of the gate, there's this big empty grassy area that just is, there's nothing in it. It's all flat. And the road and the grass is also very flat. And I didn't like that. So what we can do, that was a weird transition. I'm not sure why my video did that. So you can see now that we've got this little pond is sending a stream down through here. I got a feeling this is a little bit big. We might have to trim this down a little bit. It looks cool from above, but it might be, I like the width of this better. So we might narrow this up a bit. But if you look at the, is this the right image? There you go. Yeah, there's the before. We're a little higher in the screenshot, and then there's the after. So it's a big difference. I think it looks pretty good. But yeah, I can see how we might want to narrow this a bit. Oh, there we go. We can sleep through that. I thought it looked kind of dark. Yeah, so in a few places we might want to try to narrow it up a bit. Like here, I feel like it gets a little bit wide. It might even be worth keeping this a little bit more like that, maybe. Yeah, that feels a little bit better. I think we might move this too. Oh, how did that? I must have hit it twice. I don't know what's going on with my Streamlabs, but it is not. It's not responding the way that it should, and I don't know why. Sorry about that. Thanks for the heads up, Dan and Kel. Appreciate it. Yeah, so this way, with this path, feels a little bit better. Feel like then you're walking alongside the brook. And we'll change this so it's not all one color. And we don't really have an endpoint because we don't have the I've not done like the actual riverscaping yet. In terms of like this river, we haven't done the edge of it yet. Oh, there's the underground underground cavern that we saw yesterday, or Sunday. Wish there was an easier way to turn path block back into grass, but not the end of the world. Yeah, so that path feels a little bit more defined. I would actually say that what I should do is maybe curve it, have a little bit more of a hook here at the end. And then bring it around. Yep. Looks so good to me. Yeah, we got to remove a lot of this sand and all kinds of stuff. Malagast, hello, hello, welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. Appreciate you popping by. So there's flowing water here, but even over here, we should be able to hear the flowing water under here. And we can do the same thing down here before we start putting all kinds of cool things in it. Actually, we can probably put it closer to the road. Did that work? Maybe we have to have it go down. Yeah, so we can hear that now, right? I don't know, that might be in the wrong spot. We might have to, from an audio standpoint, we might have to make sure it's a little bit closer. I just don't know if we can hear it from up there. Oops, that's not it. Here? There we go. Yeah, that sounds like it's coming down from down there. That's better. Yeah, it's I don't remember whether I picked it up from someone. I certainly am one of the people that's been sharing it recently. I know Whip picked up on it a little bit too. So this is an ugly path, but it's in the right place. And very jarring to walk up and down. So I guess we could pretend like there's a bridge here and see what this whole thing is going to look like coming over the bridge. Well, that's cool. That's a nice kind of breaks things up. Obviously, we need to work on that side and finish it up, but I think that'll be good. Get to see a good portion of it, especially near the bottom. And then once you get up high, there's clearly something there. And once we start putting in like bushes and other things on this other side, they'll have something to look at. And it'll make sense. Yeah. I like that. There's definitely more grass needed over here, though. This is the kind of stuff that always looks really nice when you're done, but boy, does it take a long time. No worries, Lo. Thank you very much. Are you going to be listening to the Spawn Chunks tonight? Nice. Yeah, there's a brand new episode out for people that have not been here the whole stream. I kicked off the stream talking about episode 230 of the Spawn Chunks podcast. Myself and Mythical Sausage filling in for Johnny. And Mythical was great. The last time we had Mythical on was 4 years ago. And it was an interview. Like we were talking to Mythical about like all the stuff that he does and whatnot. And this was Mythical filling in for Johnny as the co-host. And so he commented on the news. We had a discussion about armor trim. It was very, very cool. Quite enjoyed it. So here's where I feel like you almost want to go darker. So it looks a little bit more like wet stuff. Because then when you can come down with a bush or two, it'll start to make a lot more sense. And these muddy mangrove roots are fantastic for bushes, riversides. There's all kinds of things you can do with them, which is really nice. Especially because they're directional. The fact that you can get two different looks to them is really cool. Guess I don't need some of this stuff. Arctic Fox, thanks for the follow. Rosamore, thanks for popping in. Hope you're having a good day. You're really looking forward to the new episode of Spawn Chunks? Nice. That's awesome. Appreciate that. I'm not sure if that covers up too much, but it looks cool. Now, if I put that there, I don't think I want to add a water source block to it. If I add a water source block to it, I don't think... Hold on. If you do leaves, you waterlog leaves. Oh, right. It holds them in. That's what I want. So we'll do that. Perfect. I might actually switch that to jungle, though. This is the kind of thing where, like, I don't have a plan. I'm just kind of haphazardly sticking stuff around here. What's really funny is a lot of this stuff is probably going to end up like in the river. If I drop anything in here, if it doesn't get caught on the corner, it's probably going to flow all the way down. Yep. Like way out in the river. There's one here. Ends up way out there. Being a Patreon supporter since the beginning, totally part of my week. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much. That's a long time. That's like 4 years of supporting the Spawn Chunks on Patreon. That's amazing. Thanks ever so much. Yeah, I like this little bush set in the side there. That's kind of cool. I might actually place this. Yeah. I feel like it's very much like a drawing. You end up kind of coming into these things and just like slowly, you just have to start somewhere and slowly work your way around, you know? Take a look at a space and go, oh, that's missing something. It would look good if there was grass there, you know, and then just kind of back up and go like, yep, that's fine. That's what that needed. Oops, wrong way. Malagas with 100 bits. Thank you very, very much. Appreciate the support. Yeah, I don't have a lot of room for ink sacs. I guess I should probably put my deep slate down. I'm carrying around a shulker box that I don't need right now. And I was going to try to put some deep slate like rocks in there, but I think maybe the mangrove wood is doing okay. I'm just curious to see if there's any, because I wanted to create more variety in these little rock falls. You know? You know, that's not bad. That's potentially something we could do here. Go get some bigger blocks. I have to sacrifice something though. I'm not really using the mossy stuff right now. Let's just put all that away. Maybe not those ones. Deep slate, cobble deep slate. Yeah, here I was thinking I wouldn't mind if this was like a darker, rockier sort of vibe. Oh, I don't like that. So many different textures needed and so little room. Yeah, like I kind of need everything. Well, I guess I don't need the scaffolding right now. Or the torches. I know that the new update is focusing a lot on like self-expression and all that kind of stuff with the color variants and the texture for the armor trim, but I really hope there's some sort of inventory change coming soon. I do feel very crunched a lot of the time. I don't know about going all the way up like that, but I'll try that at least. Something similar to Satisfactory. Yeah. What was it? Like the inventory crunch, you mean? Satisfactory had a couple things that they added that was cool. Don't know if I really jive with the brown. We do that, we kind of have to cover it up, I think. But for that, all we do is remove this and then replace this there. Although it might make more sense to have this over here. So my logic here is that the water is supposed to be flowing that way. And so if the bush is in the water, it would probably go that way with the river. That's kind of where my brain is at. So here I think we might have to take this down to a different level. Still use the fern and still be able to use like that double height thing that we were working on. But just kind of roll back this steep cliff that we had there before. There's a fern there. Such a fun way to add lushness to an area with these double tall flower or double tall grass bits. Yeah, I think that works. Really wish we had cattails, you know? Really wish we had cattails. Do I have seagrass? Oh good, lots. Lots and lots and lots and lots. So the way I normally do this is I'm thinking about this side, because the brook is bending this way, this water is going to be moving very quickly where this water is not. And that's why I think that you're going to get more grass probably growing on that side than you would this side. You get some over here, but most of it I think is going to be on the right hand side. And then that would switch eventually. Dear Mojang, add more water plants. Hey, you never know. The sniffer kind of looks like it could be an animal that lives in like a bog. So it like one, I hope that the sniffer brings more than one unique plant. I hope that there's like a series of unique plants that the sniffer can sniff out. And I hope that then there's like a little bit of RNG. Like you've got to live with the sniffer, help, you know, the sniffer survive, feed the sniffer. And as it lives with you, it will sniff out more seeds and you have a chance at finding finding the seeds that you want and all that kind of stuff. I think that would be cool. I want maybe gravel. I always put these the wrong way. I can appreciate that texture is running a different direction, but it messes with my block placement a lot. And the inventory is full once again. Yeah, definitely some inventory fixes are definitely on the needed list. I just want to have a little bit of texture here just so you can see that something is clearly trailing in here. Because we could see all the way inside from over there. Yeah, you just want enough texture to indicate that it's not all the same. Would be good. We're not going to see nearly as much from over here, but that's fine. And that's basically the whole thing done, right? Underneath there, anyway. So I like what we've got going on there. I feel like it's a bit of a strange corner. It does sound really relaxing. Trying to preserve as much of this as we can so I don't have to go hunting for grass. And next, oop, that's not what I wanted to put there. I want to put that there for now. Yeah, it just puts a nice edge on that. I guess we can put in some mud here. Or muddy roots, I should say. It almost turns the moss into like a plant. Instead of being mossy ground, it almost makes it look like a part of the bush. I like it. That's a little bit much. Oh, there we go. That's better. Could fall asleep listening to the river trickling away. Yeah, I've got an app for that. It's like a rain app. It works. You stop thinking about whatever you're thinking about, and you start like imagining rain. Which I imagine that's probably the whole idea, right? Is to try and get you to just focus on something else until you can fall asleep. So you can sort of see what I'm going for here in terms of how we're going to sculpt this in, but it's just one of those trial and error, poke around, back up, take a look at it, see what it looks like. I think we might have to change some of this. I think what I want here is not high dirt, but instead low dirt, like that. And maybe even like a stair or something along here. Yeah, I feel like that looks more inviting. It might be worth actually doing the stone bricks, like breaking the border of stone and pulling the stone bricks into there. That could work too. All right, my inventory is driving me crazy. So when this happens, usually my solution is to just go back and just put everything back. And then clean slate, start again with stuff that you need as you need it. A little hard in the head sometimes. That's mangrove, mud, roots, mangrove wood. And just like that, we're back to a beautiful clean slate. Nice. Used to go camping in the country, and my dad sometimes, we usually set up near a river or a creek. Could always hear the water trickling at night. That's really cool. Yeah, it makes sense too, that you'd want to be near a river or creek. So I think this is a pretty solid start on what I want to accomplish in this this area. It feels a little steep right here to not have any kind of railing, but I mean, maybe we do put a little... The problem with railings, of course, is that they block your view. So we'll have to figure out what we might do there. Yeah, we'll see. It could add to it. It might not. I think that is where I have to wrap it up for today. It's getting later for me. It was a later start today than normal, so I knew I couldn't stream quite as long. I think what we can do to keep the vibe is I noticed that Exhumavoid is live and landscaping. So we'll send you on to Exhumavoid to continue your Minecraft day. Thanks so much for hanging out, folks. Please leave a follow. We're going to try to surprise X, so don't go in there and shout that we're raiding just yet. Let the Twitch notification surprise them. And when we come back, probably tomorrow, we'll probably work more on this, as well as some of the other things in the giant checklist to try and finish off this section of town. If you want a more conversation about Minecraft, you can check out the Spawn Chunks podcast. That is at thespawnchunks.com. Any podcast catcher that you like, it's free. Came out yesterday. Myself and Mythical Sausage were talking about the new armor trim. It was a really good convo, and actually referenced Exhumavoid's video in that chat as well. So that's it for me. We'll see you folks next time. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye for now. Looks like Exhumavoid just went offline, which makes sense because it's late for them. So we're going to raid Megabyte instead. Thanks for hanging out, folks.